This is my day 11 of using the Google Pixel 7. Follow along to see how it is to use this phone on a normal day. I will be focusing on macro photos today. I know the Pro model is better known for the macro camera, but stay tuned to the end of the video to see how the macro photos fare on the Google Pixel 7 and determine for yourself if it is good enough for you. So on day 11, Tuesday morning, I woke up at 7:43 a.m. Finally leaving the house. Cloudy and drizzling a little bit today. It's not bad. Can still walk around though. Had one guy asking me to do more macro photos, so I'll try to capture a little bit more for you guys. Without wasting any time, here's a picture of some leaves on the floor at 1x and 8x. You do see some detail in the grass, but you want even more detail, then you would need the Pro. Usually I don't really zoom in like that, but if that's your thing, this is what it looks like. Here's another attempt as I'm walking down the street. This is some electrical wires with some water on it, and here it is at 8x. Can't really tell that much because I am somewhat far away from it. This is not the 100 zoom X like Samsung, so don't expect anything crazy there, just in terms of zoom capabilities. Don't mind my bleach shirt. It's gonna be sweaty. I'll change shirts when I go to work later in the day. Here's my favorite puddle at 1x, and here it is at 8x. You can see some details around the rocks and leaves. It's foggy and drizzling today. Thought about going home, but decided to suck it up. Looks like they finally named this bridge. It has been unnamed for over a year. So here we are. Got his own flower pot and a sign. Here is this giant flower pot at 1x, and then 8x, which is the max zoom into the yellow flowers. It kind of looks blurry and fake looking, but let me know your thoughts. Here's the same zoom, but me just panning over to the white flowers. Kind of look like a painting. And here are the purple flowers. Still looks pretty nice. You can see the raindrop and everything. Not sure what people are expecting here. And just for context, it is still cloudy and dark outside, so it is not the most optimal lighting, but it technically is still 8 in the morning. So it's bright outside, but it's not. Here's the 8x zoom all blended together. Let me know what you guys think of these zoom in photos. Here's some early morning fog. It actually looked a lot worse in real life. Here it is at 2x, and here is me going crazy zooming into this thingy at 8x from far away. Does look a little fuzzy, so maybe no zooming on a foggy day, just stick with the 1x or the wide angle. Here's a trash can at 2x. You can see the spider web. Now I'm zooming to the max capability while still keeping my distance. And here is me getting up and close and personal to the spider web. Doesn't look that great though. Here's me saying farewell to my morning apple core. Here's another spiderweb picture zoomed out. If you are in the Halloween spirit. Saw this nice small little man-made waterfall, so I took a slow-mo video. Here's an even slower slow-mo, which I think looks better. All shot on the Pixel 7. Google made a big deal about their photo unblur capabilities. It is okay for certain situations, but it is not a magic one solution fit all type of thing. I found this photo way back in the day that attempted to unblur. I was at a Red Sox game, but Google didn't really do a good job of it. They ended up just unblurring the back sign. You can read it a little bit better, but the players are all still blurry in the front. So it's only good under a certain situation. And out of curiosity, I did a random search on the Google Play Store just to see what other apps are out there, since Google is making such a big deal out of it. This one caught my attention since it has the highest review, so I'll give it a shot. First thing you notice, it does take a lot longer to work, and then you gotta watch an ad unless you want to pay for it. So just me going through this experience made me appreciate the built-in feature in the Google Photos app. The end quality looks pretty similar. Here's me scrolling back and forth, and the only thing really getting better was just the text in the back. And Google is basically doing the same thing when I was using Google Photos. Okay, let me give this flower pot another shot at 1x. Here's 8x, and here is me bringing the camera up close and personal. Once again, you can see the raindrop. This looks okay. Not gonna change the world, but I think it looks better zoomed out. Made it home. Here's my early morning coffee at 1x, 2x, and 8x. If you really wanted to see what an ice cube looked like at that distance. So now it's time for me to start my work. Pretty busy the first hour, checking in at 10 or so at 71% battery. So roughly 30% drop in the first 3 hours. It seems like a consistent theme whenever I'm using my phone a lot. Since I woke up a little bit late today, did not get all my steps in. It started to rain in the afternoon. So now I'm just using my desk bicycle. 2x, there's all the dust just the way I like it, similar to my Pixel 7. And here is 8x. At 11 a.m. my phone is at 60%. Realized I forgot to wash my face since I woke up a little bit later today. Took a random picture of my face wash. Here it is, zoom in at 8x. By noon I am at 61%. Had some lunch today on the menu. Got some beef, some soup, and some noodles, but I was too lazy to record. And you can thank this guy for all the macro photos today. Let me know if there are any other particular topics you want me to cover as well. I will try to integrate them in my daily videos. By 2 o'clock I am at 42%, 3:44 I am at 35%. Finally off work, close to 5:30 I'm at 29. Decided to go for an evening walk since I did not get all my steps in today and it finally stopped raining. Here's a horizontal video shot on my Pixel 7. It's starting to get dark, so you can see the video is a little shaky when I'm walking. And here is the reason why I don't like recording in horizontal video. Just a little bit harder to hold with one hand. Got my 3 fingers holding on to dear life, hoping I don't get finger cramp or accidentally drop the phone. So for dinner, we got lamb and noodle on the menu. Close to 8 o'clock, I'm at 4%. So now let's do some analysis on the battery life with screen on time over the last 24 hours. Getting 4.3 hours of screen on time. Not great, but it is pretty much what I'm expecting and getting used to at this point. Of course, there's a whole bunch of battery saving tips out there. You can turn off 90 Hz refresh rate, turn your Google Maps to dark theme, bunch of little things you can do to get a little bit of a extension in your battery life. But it wouldn't be anything as good as the iPhone series where they're pushing 8 hours or more with the screen on time. Their Bionic chip is super efficient. One day I do hope that Android do catch up. But for now, we just gotta live with what we have. Still got the fast charging and mediocre battery if you're using it a lot. By lunchtime, watch more YouTube and play games during lunch. 1 to 3, did a little bit of Snapchat. Work got super busy towards the end of the day, so barely touched my phone between 3 to 5. And then after work I took a short walk with some video recording. As you can see, phone was pretty much idle or lightly used over the next few hours. It eventually died around 8 or so. So that gives it about a little bit over 12 hours on a work day, which is pretty decent depending on your usage style. My morning tend to be heavier usage than usual. Always got the camera running, but once it's time for work, it's pretty much light usage the rest of the day. Push the phone a little bit harder after work with some video recording. In terms of macro photos, overall it is pretty decent, but if it is something you really care about, I would recommend getting the Pro or the S22 Ultra. But with those phones, it is way more expensive, so you gotta assess yourself if you want to spend the extra $300 or $500 to get those high-end phones. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what your experience had been with the Google Pixel 7 so far. Check out day 10 if you haven't already to see more videos focusing on Snapchat comparisons with the iPhone. Please like and subscribe, and see you guys on the next day.